Hi, I'm Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today we're going to be creating a card. I'm creating a card for 4th of July, and I thought it would be appropriate to share it on Memorial Day, considering that we want to honor our men and women that serve in the military and their families and all the sacrifices that they make. So what you're going to need for the project is you're going to need ink, 2 different colors. I used Tim Holtz Distress Ink Faded Jeans and Festive Berries, and I also used Memento Tuxedo Black. Now the Tuxedo Black is for the sentiment, okay? And the Distress ink actually gives a distressed look. It's part of the design of the ink, so it kind of gives like a faded, splotchy look, and it's really great for the project. This, you'll need also a piece of paper so that you can stamp your sentiment and punch it out with the punch right here. Here's some scissors, here's your card base, here's some twine, your stamp block, and we have the tie-dye and splatter stamp set, and we also have the spring and summer holiday celebrations stamp set, okay? Now these here can be used for a number of things. They could be used for tie-dye, as you see here. You could use them for happy birthday, flames, all different kinds of great things. And there's awesome sentiments in here, including happy birthday, you color my world, hippie chick, thank you. It's very versatile. And then you also have the happy spring, happy St. Patrick's Day, happy Easter, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, and happy 4th of July. And this is a great stamp set as well, which, like I said, is the spring and summer holiday celebration stamp set, okay? So, now that you know what you need, I'm going to pull out the project and show you what that looks like, okay? So let me put these things aside. The project we're going to be making is a very cute card. It's real simple, very clean, but really cute, and I thought you'd enjoy creating it. So what we did was we took our ink and we inked the blue faded jeans as well as the festive berry here, and there's a few different stamps we used, and I'll show you that in a minute. We used the black Memento ink, Tuxedo Black, to stamp the sentiment, and used a little bit of our twine. Okay, so let's get started. So first what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our card base, our 2 inks for the background design, and our tie-dye and splatter stamp set. Okay, so the stamps that I'm going to be using for this are going to be this here, which is the medium splotch, and the small splotch, which is up here, okay? I'm going to put these aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the big splotch and I'm going to ink it. I'll start with the blue. We'll ink it up. Now if you're not familiar with Tim Holtz ink, the Distress ink, if you notice how it beads on the stamp, that's the ink by design. They created it that way. It has elements in the ink itself that creates a distressed look when you stamp it. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, you see there it looks like worn. That is a part of the ink. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp a few here. Like I've said before, you can stamp however, wherever you like. It's your design. And I try to do an uneven number. It makes it better for the creation. Okay? I'm going to use a baby wipe and wipe off my stamp right here. And then I'm going to color or use the ink, the red ink, which is Festive Berries, and color in more of the background by stamping it. Okay, and I think I'm going to do one more little splotch right here. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this off again with my baby wipe. Now there's scrubbing pads and all different kinds of ways that you can wipe these off, but I chose to use this, the baby wipe for time. Makes it a little bit quicker for the tutorial. So now I'm going to take the littler one, and it is the, actually it is the second to smallest size. I'm going to ink this and add a little red there, a little red there, even a little red over here, and maybe a little splotch right there. How do you like that? Okay, then I'll wipe this off. And then I will close this up. We don't want our ink to dry out. And I'm all done with this, so I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm going to use the blue. See, there's a few more splotches I want to make. Maybe we'll put one right here. Can do one right there. Maybe right here. It's whatever design you like. Doesn't have to be perfect, just colorful. Okay, now I think that looks like a pretty awesome celebration to me. So I think we're going to stick with this. Clean off my stamps. And we don't need the block anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to set all this aside and let that dry. I'm going to bring out the sample so you can see what that looks like in comparison. In the meantime, while this is drying, which really is probably dry already, but I like to be on the safe side. So I'm going to take out the white piece of paper for the sentiment, the stamp block, and the Memento black ink. Okay? So if you're not familiar with our stamps, they're photopolymer, and they are sticky by design. The material that is used, photopolymer, actually makes it stick. So if you ever have a problem with your photopolymer stamps, you just take some warm water and soap and wash them off, rinse them off, and then they'll stick right back on. Okay? In the meantime, we're going to stick this onto the block. I'm going to center it on these blocks. I love these blocks. They have the nice line. You can see that. See how there's a line there? You can line it up. Okay. So center that. I'm going to ink my sentiment. And I'm going to place it right there. Okay. And it's all inked. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off my stamp. I'm going to take out the punch. Now when I use my punch, I use it upside down so I can see exactly where I'm punching my paper so I don't mess up and have the sentiment not exactly where I would like it. And I think this is perfect, so I'm going to pop that out. Already punched. Set this aside. Then all I need is my twine. Okay, so we're going to take the twine and I start like this and I wrap it around. This time I'm going to wrap around 5 times. Usually I do it 3, but either way is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut the extra twine. Okay, and I'm going to tie this part in a knot. Now you can do a number of different things. If you've seen any of my other tutorials, you can do different things with the twine. You could make it crisscross, you can make it even, you can weave it in and out, or do all different kinds of little designs on the side for the sentiment. I'm just going to make it pretty simple today, so I'm just going to cut off the end, make this even, Have that all line up. I'm going to cut off the excess right here. And right here. Throw the excess away. And then what I'm going to do is, because it's kind of a celebration with the Splatter stamp set, I thought I'd just kind of make the little ends be a little bit frayed, because I thought that was a little added bonus. Okay, so we have that right there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our adhesive and we are going to place it right on the back of our tag. And we're going to place it right on there. And there we have it. We have the card finished. Now this one's a little bit more colorful than this one is, but basically that's where the design comes in. If you like a little bit more color, then you do something like this. If you like a little less color, you do something like this. But you can use this stamp set for the background for anything. It could be birthday, Thanksgiving. It's a great way to just add a whole bunch of different color palettes for whatever celebration you'll be using it for. So I really appreciate you joining us today. Hope you have a fantastic day. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com. We have a lot of great things and hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.